Hey, we're gonna go into stuff that is part of Daz Studio, and hopefully we'll get a nice group of people in tonight. We're starting out early tonight. It's 6 p.m. today, so we are back. We got the sunglasses on, and now you can see what kind of lights that I have on me reflected in my sunglasses. Yeah, that's the giveaway. It's like, oh, we know what kind of lights he uses, because there you go. They're these big kind of like mushroom lights. So, all right, people, we're going to go here and put our live chat on to make sure we don't miss anybody. We are here. There we go. And that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Well, I think I might have to go here and edit my EZ3D all scene. Why isn't that working? All scene. Okay, that's why. Okay, and now let's see if this works. Yes, it does. Amazing. And off go the sunglasses. So, all right, let's see. Do I have this microphone like right in my face? We don't need it that far in our face. Okay, I always have to look and make sure everything is right here before we go for the 8-hour video here, and make sure everything is good. So, and it is good. It's all good. So, all right. I guess we're ready. It's kind of warm in here. I might have to turn on a fan, which I don't know exactly how loud it will get on the microphone, but it looks like we've got a good volume. Angus is not here. So don't anybody say hi to Angus because he's not here, but you could say hi to Angus anyway, just to be nice, okay? But Angus is not here, and he's posting upside down smileys. So wherever he is, he's upside down. So, yep. I walk on the ceiling every once in a while. You know, I guess I've been told that. We have somebody else here, too. Thank you for the likes, people. It's very nice to get likes on my videos. You are all very kind to me. What are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about some scripts, okay? Now, up here in the top pile, this menu across the top is called, I believe it's called the file menu, even because it begins with the word file. You know, doesn't that logical? But usually when you see a menu like this along the top, you can usually tell people it's the file menu, okay? Azim, hello, my friend. Hello, Azim. Very nice to have you here. Very, very nice. So, Azim, I think this is something that you've talked about. Angus is hiding under his moss-covered rock in the middle of the forest. We see you there looking out, Angus. You can't hide. You can't. You cannot hide from us. Theodore, you know, I have a pet spider, and he has all of these eyes, and he can see you, Angus, even if you're hiding under a rock in the middle of the forest. A moss-covered rock at that. So yes, we are beginning here. So this up top is called a file menu, okay? Even though there are a bunch of other words up there, if you refer it to as the file menu, people should know what you mean, okay? Anus, welcome. I think it was either Azim or it was Anus. One of you people asked me about, we just had a fascination and wanted to know, you know, more about some of the scripts that I have, okay? And so that is what we are going to be talking about today. We're going to go into the scripts and find some of the scripts maybe that you've seen. We're going to try to kind of put a bunch of them into place. What I'm going to do is just kind of go through the scripts that I have and say, these are my favorite scripts, okay, that I use. Now, like, we go into favorites here, and I have this Ultra here, which actually what I'm going to do is we're going to go into the window, workspace, customize. And I don't think that I can change these or copy them. We go to, see, here's our file menu, and we go to favorites. And this Ultra category, I don't think I can move that here. No, and maybe I can move some of these things. No, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remove this item from there. Click accept. And now when I go into favorites, it's gone. So now, whenever you put a favorite or script up in here in these areas, and I'll show you because we're going to put a few more things up in there. When you put a script, if you go into this window, workspace, customize, okay? This is a very important window that pops up, okay? And this window is really, it can get you out of a bunch of messes that you can create in Daz Studio. So you really need to know where this window is. And it allows you to customize this area. You know, and you want to be careful because you don't want to get rid of things that someday you might want to use. Okay, and just because you don't use it now doesn't mean that there might come a time in the habits and workloads that you work with that you might want to use something that you've gotten rid of. You can get it back, but it's and the thing is that this on the left, this is like a list of all of the many things that aren't up in here, and a lot of the things that are in this list you can add. And the thing is once you add, like, you go into your things in here that you have, and you say, now we go into favorites and scripts, okay, most used, okay. See, I have in here the brightness manager, and I also have the V3D Iray Light Manager Pro, which is a great program. The Light Manager Pro enables you to, like, if you have, like, what if you have this environment in your scene and there are like 50 ceiling lights, okay, and they're all of the ceiling lights in the they're in the ceiling, and if you wanted to change those lights and say they're too bright, well, you could either go in and one by one go in and paste a different value into the luminosity for each light, or you can use this V3D Iray Light Manager Pro, and it pops up and it scans your scene, finds all the lights, lists them all. There aren't any in my scene right now. Lists them all in here and lets you multiply select them and change their temperature, color, their lumen intensity in the scene. It also allows you to change, I believe, your environment light. See, yes, your environment light. And change the intensity. Yes, you can do that in your environment options, but it's nice to be able to have one app that you can open up and balance and change all of your lights. It works well. It works very well, okay? Now, this is called most used. It's called the V3D Iray Light Manager Pro. And let's go up into here. V3D let's see if we can get it to come up. Here it is, This is a very good. What was that there? Speed light and Iray interior speed lights. Okay, and what else? We always want to look at these Iray light volume kit. So there's a bunch of other things here, some tutorials and stuff. Okay, so this is it. It allows you to just come in. Now notice how many lights are in the scene. See that behind them, there's all these little lights, and to go in and change all of those lights manually, this is not on sale. And V3 Digitimes is a massive, they output very intricate, I guess you could call them scripts, but I call them like apps and programs. They're more than script. A script is just like you run a script and it just changes the lights, globally and kind of like makes them go up or down. But this is like where you can go in and really decide which lights and all. It's a program within Daz that runs. It's a very sophisticated program. So this is called Iray Light Manager Pro. I could take some time showing you this, but let's move on, okay? So so that's in my most used, and then I have a brightness manager. Now this right here, okay, you have to select something, but this will work with anything in your scene. I have to turn on my fan in the room because it's just too hot in here. So just one moment. Okay. It's just too hot, and so I hope it's not going to be too let me see how loud it is. And well, you can hear that a little bit, but it's not too bad. Just kind of a little bit of a fan. It's called a fan. I hope you have a nice fan under that rock, Angus. It could get nice. It could get warm under there. So all right, so favorites, we go into favorites today. All right, and so now in my favorites, I have this. I've created a thing called quick close. Okay, and this is it says summer romper. That's for a woman. So if I were to put a female into the scene, I can just put a quick dress to cover her, and then there's also campus casuals. I believe that's another kind of set that would work, and I believe these would work with Genesis 9 or Genesis 8, and then I have Genesis 8 male just to throw some shorts. Monty, welcome, friend. Nice to have you here. Thank you very much, people. I appreciate you coming here and being part of this tutorial today. It's very warm where I live, so but we're making it, okay? So I keep quick close here so that I can just quickly clothe my characters. So I just have to go up into this favorite. It's just something to put on them, pair of shorts, a casual dress, just a summer romper. It says something just really quick. Now the next category down here that I've created, I call it dev items. Okay, and this gives, and all of these parts I've put in here. I've added these in. I'm going to make some more characters, some more custom things. We're going to add more to these today. I know I've covered this in the past, but we'll see. Maybe I'll cover something that I didn't cover before. But what I like to do is throw in these, like Ty is one of the Genesis 9 figures. He comes with the free Genesis 9 essentials. So it gives me if I were to put the Genesis 8 basic male, he wouldn't have any skin. He'd be like gray. And so this gives me my dev figures, gives me the tear. If one of my figures, if I accidentally delete the tear, I can bring it back. The mouth, the eyes, eyelashes. It gives me all of these basic things. Just a blue eye color, a brown eye color, and a straight eyebrow card. Okay, just to, if I don't really like their eyebrows, I can give them a kind of average kind of. We've got the 8-1 female, the 8-1 male. We got the 8 female and the 8 male. Okay, these are the dev loads, and then this is the 8 basic male and the 8 basic female. And with Genesis 9, we only have one figure. Okay, we have the dev load and then Gen 9. See, so like everything. And we got well, these are the eyelashes straight, and this is just the basic eyebrow card, so I had that wrong. And then we have kind of like a warm brown eye, and then a kind of light cool eye, blue eye color. See, just so that I can kind of have these things when I'm working. If I want to send a figure into Blender or somewhere, I can just get the Genesis 9. I don't have to go through my library and find a Genesis 9 figure. This is it, okay? And I'm going to show you how I put. Now, this next category is ghost lights. And I always have these set up like this, okay? Because these are things, it's just like I don't want to have to go and find the ghost light products that I have. I can just come in here and grab these ghost lights and say, do I want God rays? Okay. So I can come in, and here are the God rays. And so I can bring them in, and then I could come into the parameters, surfaces, here, God rays, and come down here and say luminance. Let's bring the luminance up to, just add a 9 to it, or a couple of 9s. These God rays, I don't know if they actually work anymore because they're a product that got discontinued. Emission color. Okay, this is the actual light. So let's go in. Let's put the background as black. God rays don't really work unless they're in a dark room. Okay. I don't know if you knew that, but you can't put, like rays in a room that's bright white. Okay, so if you're having trouble getting your rays to show up, I'm having a little bit of a non-alcohol beer here. I'm going to try to drink it before it gets warm. It gets yucky. Okay, so now what's really cool about this particular God ray is that it says volume. I think I can go in here and we can spread the shaft. This product you can't buy anymore, okay? It's because it was made, it's a ghost light product. It was made before the new Daz the Daz, what do you call it? When the Daz did some changes to transparencies, and so it's not available anymore. I think this is this out of the box. See, they don't seem to be even kind of working here, but you can go with a cutout opacity. Okay, that's the light. Okay, so you can go with the cutout opacity and bring them down a little bit. So it's just a way of quickly getting, and it's not just that ghost light. See, I can go into here, and all of my ghost lights, I can use this dish light, and everybody needs a dish light. So where is the dish light? Okay, here, and we bring it up, and here is, well, it should be shining, but it's not. So let's go 9.9. Why isn't the dish light working? Okay, let's go to this. Okay, maybe because it's pointing up. I don't know. Not really sure. Let's select this again. So the arrow here should give it away as to where the light's pointing. And it's not working. I'm not sure why. Dish light. Let's see what we have here. We go into surfaces, emission. Why isn't this working? Working. Display, arrow, dish light. Something I'm probably doing here that I'm not sure I'm doing here. Environment, backdrop. But, okay, we have the cutout opacity is up. Emission color is black. That might have something to do with that. Why that would come in. Luminance, let's go 999. All right. I'm not messing with this. I'm not sure why it's not working. Let's redo our scene new. Let's redo our scene. Would you like to save changes? No, I might have done something, shut something off in the environment. I am not certain. So we go back now to our favorites and go to ghost lights. Let's pick a different one, the disc light. And let's turn our environment back to the backdrop of black, so we can experiment with some of these ghost lights just real quick. And we bring this up, and I am not so sure why. Emission temperature. Why these aren't working. Let's put something in the light. Maybe it's because I don't have a ground. There's no atmosphere here. Now, okay, well, let's do something odd here. Let's put in, it could be that the blackness is just sucking it right up, because there's like no atmosphere. It's like sound in space. Things in space don't make us. There's light coming from, it's coming from that, it's in that direction. So it is creating some kind of light. So if we go here to parameters on our disc light and we turn it this way, okay, it's pointing. Let's go here to here. Okay, so we got some kind of disc light going on. What is this on the ground? It might be. This is odd. Oh, that's our fog. Okay. Oh, I'm just having fun here today. Now let's see. We bring this up. And, okay, there's our fog. We bring that up above the plane a little bit. And our disc light. Let's bring that up a little bit. And now let's go back to Iray and see what's happening here. So we bring our fog, the fog placer, the fog itself. Let's take some of the density down on that. Well, it didn't. Why didn't it go black? We shouldn't. Oh, we have an HDRI on, I think, still in the room, in the area here. We go to parameters. We go just scene only. Let's see. Scene only. Okay, so now if we turn our disc light off, see, you need to have control. Remember the last video I told you all about, always try to take your scene and make it black first, just to say I have control of the light here and that nothing else is doing anything here. So and this is what we have here. And so this light here is, I was kind of expecting rays out of it, okay? Rays out of the light. And it's not a ray light kind of light. It's just a square that just sends light out everywhere. It doesn't have any kind of, there's no mesh on the light to say, okay, it's only going to send light here and here and here and here, but those parts are going to be black. It doesn't have any kind of pattern on the mesh. It's just sending it out all together. So that's why there's not any kind of... Now, the more we bring this up, we can see the top of our I'm sorry about that noise there. I have to have a fan on. These are the top of our plumes, of our fog plumes. Okay. The spindles, they are called. All right. And so that is very beautiful right there. Okay, so I keep these items here in the scene, fog. Okay, so I also, as you can see, I keep now these VDBs, they're not smoke, they're not explosions. Well, they are actually smoke, but these to me are what I would consider fog. I have a little bit of bathtub stuff, like some things for the bath steam and hot tub steam and things like that. This is just like atmosphere. Okay, these are, because almost every scene that I make, I always put some kind of atmosphere. This is scattered fog. And then we can come back here with our ghost lights. Let's put a radial ghost light in here. Let's see, glow ball light. And we go from the top. Let's bring this up. And glow. Okay, I might have to put some kind of... all right, connected. Okay, favorites. Now you can see in here. Okay, where was the glow ball light? Okay, these are my fogs. These are my lights. Where, see, I have in here, I have some kits and stuff. Projector. Okay, is a globe light. Okay, see what that did? It just gave that globe light a character. Okay, now I can actually change the globe light and bring it down some here. Luminance, we go 5. Let's go enough luminance. Okay, here, so we can get a little bit of a... Let's bring this up. Our fog. Okay. And as you can see, this light does have some kind of... Those are coming from the light itself, okay? Now, if we go into here, we go straight down from the top. This is our globe light. Okay, what I've done is added 2 lights, or maybe not. Let's see. Okay, this is a globe light. We turn that off. Okay, turn this off, and we go black. So that's what's creating our light. Okay, so this globe light, and we bring this up a little. Okay, Z, I think I got the wrong one. We turn this back on, I guess. That's so it's visible actually in the scene, I think, and that's the whole idea of a ghost light, is to make it invisible. Okay, so this apparently wants to be closer to this, so you can actually see it. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, so we're just kind of experimenting a little bit here with this all, and seeing what we have here from the front, from the side. And then we can go from the top here. And it gives us a really cool kind of effect with our fog. This is what's so awesome about VDBs, is this whole effect here that we can create. These kinds of smoke and awesome effects that we can create. This is amazing. And you let this render and you've got something really amazing for a backdrop or anything. So, okay. And that's just by keeping, you're having your dev items, you have your basic humans, I've got a couple of male figures here with skin. These are actually come in the Genesis 9 starter essentials. Okay, these are actually free. They come with Daz and they come with the Genesis. Daz Studio is free. And Cherry, welcome. Good to have you here. Thank you for the applause and the nice smiley. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I'm starting out early today, so not sure how. So let's try putting Ty in here. Let's see what a figure, how big is the figure? Where's the figure going to show up? How is this light going to affect our figure? This should be very interesting. Okay, let's see where. Now that was quick. Okay, we want to take and maybe possibly put our figure behind the ghost light. But okay, this is the front, so there's our figure coming in from the front. Where do we put Ty? Maybe back a little bit. Here. And then we could take this light here. What happens when we bring it down low? Look at that. See, this is just, I am in such awe of what you can do with VDBs and light. This is like my favorite part of Daz Studio is VDBs and light. It's just amazing. Amazing. It really, really is. So, yeah. Okay, so we have, let's put some clothes on. So we can go like that. No, we don't need the light on, the clothes on the light. We need it on the person. Okay, I guess this is Genesis 8. It doesn't matter, they'll fit. Now what we could do is take our scattered fog here. Smoke cube, okay, we could go here to our fog. And just lower the density a bit. Where is our density? Is in surfaces. Fog placer, where are you? You're supposed to be right here. Okay. Why do these look like my parameters instead of my... They are parameters. Why are they? Okay. This must be it. Okay, there it is. Oh, okay. I'm not sure how... Oh, okay. I see what I did. There's a group above it all, holding it all in. Okay, so we go now with, let's say, 2. See, this is kind of interesting. And then we could take our globe light here. Zoom out a little bit. We could bring it up a little more. And out. We could turn it. Like that. Bring it up a little more. It's a ghost light, remember? So we don't have to worry about our camera being there. But we go something like this. This is a ghost. I'll show you what this kit is. We go into favorites and ghost lights. And this is called KGLG. I think it's K. This is all part of that on the kit. That's another thing. So let's go here. Ghost. Now, if you're not aware of it, these are like definite things you want in your. Now that's the prop kit. Which one is this? Projector lights. This might be it. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay. KGLG, flashlight focal lens, lens size. So this, it doesn't really give this a 13 light straights, 59 transparency maps. And what that literally means is you've got 59 kind of lights. And see, so look at this. Each one of these that you apply to a light, and you can apply it to either a radial light, and it will create this pattern out of a radial light, or you can apply it to a plane, and it will project this pattern out of a plane. Or you can apply it to a cube. So you have all three. So you could put these tree branches on a radial light, and it would put tree branches everywhere, kind of going through the fog. And so you have all of these. And the thing is that once you kind of have the apparatus, then you can basically just replace this with any other black and white image and project that into your light. So it kind of gives you this apparatus that you can then use to make unlimited lights. Okay, so that is this is it. So I just applied one particular light, and these are some examples of what you can do with these. This is just beautiful. This is really nice artwork right here. It's just a beautiful, how can you really go wrong with this? You could put anything there and it's going to look good with that kind of light effect on it. Look at this. See, again, it's art good, very good. The lighting is good. The character is a little bit kind of, I don't know that it's right, that it's there with me with the character. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's the skin tone or something, but it just doesn't. But the thing is, the lighting here is, look at this. It's just so amazing. So amazing here. This is just beautiful. And also, when you figure, like, if you want an underground ocean effect on the ground, where it looks like the sun is coming through and creating this ocean effect. Yeah, because, I mean, this could be underwater, like theoretically. You put a few bubbles there and you can create, look at this effect. It's just amazing. It just takes your room and gives it an entirely different, like, patina. So this, if you don't own this, you have to own this, okay? This is something you have to own. Do not buy it today. Wait until you get it on sale, okay? Just put it in your wish list, okay? Like at the top. Lighting is everything in your scene. And if you look and see, this is just amazing right here. It's like a Harry Potter opening the book kind of thing. It's just very, very nice. Look what this is doing here. It's just amazing what you can do with these kinds of lights. It's a little bit intense here. And this is where you, there are also like planes you can put in your scene to block certain parts of the light. So, and then you could light her face independently. Okay, so but you can see something is coming straight up. Okay, from here. You can see there's a line there and a line here. So it's projecting from a spotlight kind of thing, but it's creating this effect. And it's a ghost light. Okay, so that's what's really nice, is that a ghost light isn't the end all for everything, because if you were to bring this light in further, you'd say, what? Where's that light coming from? It's like it's emitting. I can see the light, but I can't see the source of it. It just begins. So you have to kind of still begin the light from outside the scene, unless you do it in front of your camera. And point it in, because you're just going to see a light source coming from like nothing, and that doesn't look natural either. So you have to like still have the light from outside the scene. So you could say, well, what's creating that light? Well, it looks like maybe it's like a vent or something in the on the wall, and there's something like a fan and some kind of other compartment room that's very bright and lit. So well, you know, it's just your imagination can run wild then what that is. This looks like an underwater thing. So this you could use on the floor of an ocean to give that watery effect that you're underwater, and all you need is a few bubbles here and it just instantly you can't tell you're not underwater. You can't tell, because all you need is a few bubbles coming out of his mouth, and you would look like he was underwater. That's all it takes to create an underwater effect. And a lot of times, you know, you'll buy these underwater effects, and you'll find that all you really need to do is shut the effect off, because and just use some kind of lighting thing like that to create those kind of ripple kind of looks on the bottom of the ocean to get that effect, and then you can save on a lot of your processor, because you don't really you can't tell there's not water there, really. You can't, because the more, if you really use the water has that refraction thing, you wouldn't be able to see really anything. So a lot of times, you know, these cartoons and animation things, there's no real water there, because it would just take so much computing power to compute the water and then everything refracting in it. So it's all done with tricks. So you just put a mask over your image in Photoshop, and you've got water, pretty much. So all right. So this is a set that I would definitely look into purchasing. And there are a couple of other this one also. So these Invisi lights, I haven't worked with that very much, but this one is your go-to one, okay? Because it gives you a box. It's very simple. You just put it in the scene. You got a box. It always works. You got a box light, ceiling light, which has got a bunch of lights coming from it, like little square cube, cylinder light, disc light, another disc light. The one is a flat disc and one is like a cone. And and then you got a dome light, half cylinder, sphere, square, and a wall light, and it just works. This right now here is the go-to ghost light kit that is for sale. And this one also is not on sale right now. So don't buy it until it goes on sale. That's my opinion. Now, look, it looks like she's underwater, kind of. It does. And you can't tell she's not underwater. It's because of the effect that they use here. Or she's floating. It's not really necessarily underwater. She's in a weightless environment. But there again, it's where the air becomes like an ocean in a way because of the lack of gravity or whatever. It's kind of like being underwater. So yeah, this right here is now this one I own. This was, and as well I haven't worked with this one as much. Invisible light sources. So you got now it's I'll show you another one. Now you see what this does is this is notice what it's doing on the wall. It's creating a certain kind of pattern, and so you might have your light on the wall, but it's not creating that cool pattern. And this is where you can just put this light there and it creates that pattern on the wall that your light isn't doing well enough, okay? So, and here again, you see the different patterns you can put on the wall to make a light have more of a, and it's invisible light. It's just, see, you can see these different kinds of light patterns that you use, and this inner light is very strong, okay? So this part is very strong, and then these ones you can see where the inner light is where it hits the surface, it's very strong. This is coming from this direction down, and then these two rays. So this is really strong. You see, you have to take your, I don't really understand how this is done exactly, but you kind of have to take the light the way it is, and until you figure out how to really edit it. So it's just this is creating some kind of, where these lights wouldn't create this effect alone without this ghost light set, and you just put the light up there and it's pointing down, and it creates a much more interesting thing in the room than just that light alone. So there's another example of these ghost lights. Okay, so this is a site, this is a product that, yes, it's a definite, so there are only a few of them here, that nightlight kit. Now there are older kits that they don't sell anymore in the store. This is a ghost light prop kit. This is huge. This ghost light prop kit is got a ton of stuff in it. 14 different ceiling lamps, 10 floor lamps. These actually have the lamps, handheld lamps, 20 table lamps, 10 wall lamps. So it gives you these lights. They're actually visible lights with ghost light effects attached to them. Okay, so like this is a ceiling lamp, and it just creates this ambiance in the room that you wouldn't get from just a light up there. Okay, it's not just a plane, but it's also some kind of projection that creates this awesome effect. So yeah, this right here, like if you did this, you may not get these effects that you're getting here with this without this. It just creates a very easy effect. You just put it in there and you've got that kind of light effect. And the same with the flashlight. If you just put a little mesh light on the front of here, you're not going to get this kind of projection that comes with this. So it's they're all, so all of these ghost lights are just, it's the key to this is with the ghost light off, okay? And you see, this is what you're going to get by just you know putting a mesh light in there. But you turn the ghost light on, and it gives you this whole effect in the room that's, and all the way to her face. It basically creates this massive thing that you wouldn't be able to achieve with just like a bulb in here with a filament in it that has luminosity on it. It's a whole a thing that you add into the scene, and it does magic. And again, this is just a ghost light. I think this is probably just one ghost light in here somewhere that's creating all of this ambient light and reflection. So yeah, and these are the different lights that come with it. So yeah, this is some of them. I think there's a couple of them. Oh, and then you get just your regular ghost lights. So these are very good. You just put them in the room. These are invisible. Now these lights may be accompanying these lights, like so, but then these have all been set so that you can just come in and tweak them and make them work the way you want. Ever wanted like a light on your desk that creates this like a spy novel kind of look on the desk, like somebody typing or something with his? This is it. This is how you do it. You try one of these lights on the desk, and it's going to create this massive environment. So, yeah, this is it. This is with just the prop. Oh, and see the ghost light setup. See, it's doing these tricks. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a fan on in the room, and it's creating a tiny bit of this windy air sound in my signal today. So take care, Monty. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your night, I guess it would be. So, all right, take care. So, yeah, I don't really know a lot about this particular set. I own it. I just haven't used it a lot yet. So, we could do an entire video on just each of these products. Okay, so these four here, Iray Light Volume Kit. Let's see what this is. This is another one that I own. It's nice that Daz has taken out the old light kits. Okay, look at this, just amazing. And look at this also. It's just a light. What they put some kind of atmosphere in here, okay? But this is amazing, okay? So, and this is also very amazing. Some kind of, this probably comes with a volume. Well, you look in here and you'll say, and it says dense fog volume. Oh, so okay, you have a bunch of volumes, okay? That you have plain room, misty room volume. You ever tried to shine a light and just couldn't, through a window, and just couldn't get that really cool that God ray effect? Well, this is it. The thing is that you have this dense fog volume and dust fall volume and everything. If you don't get the effect you want from these volumes, then you